Hey guys, it is Walmart pickup day. I'm sitting in the Sam's Club parking lot right now. I have just done my Walmart pickup for the day. You can see the bags are fully loaded back there, and I've got a little bit of a Sam's haul in the in the car seat, in the empty car seat, and even more in the back that I can't wait to share with you. But for right now, I am sitting in the Sam's Club parking lot waiting for my husband to finish his eye exam. He had to have his eyes fully dilated, and actually he's just sending me a text right now that he's in the pickup lane. So we're gonna go pick him up, get all these groceries home, and share with you the meal plan for the week and this grocery haul. Come along. I'm going to show you this week's meal plan. Just in case you are new here, I want to tell you kind of how we try to eat. So we follow bright line eating, at least the adults, my husband and I, follow bright line eating in this household. And so we do no flour, no sugar. So all of the recipes that I'm going to show you, or the meals that I'm going to show you, follow those rules. For the kiddos, we do allow flour and sugar, although we try to limit it as much as possible, especially on the sugar side. So I will show you what I am substituting or adding in for them, and all of the recipes, all of the meal planning toolkit, the grocery list, all of that will be available in the box below. The first link in the description box below will have how you can get all of these recipes, the meal planning, the batch cooking for breakfast and lunch, and we'll show you how to do all of that, and I will walk you through what we're going to make this week. So we'll start out with kid artwork, of course, up on the wall, but then we're gonna make a taco salad. It is a Chipotle knockoff recipe is what you'll find in the meal kit for taco salad. It has riced cauliflower, taco meat, and all the veggies. So we'll be making that for dinner. We're gonna do steak and veggies. That is meat from Aldi's. You actually won't see that in this grocery haul because I already have it in the fridge, but it'll be individual steaks and then roasted veggies. Next night, we're gonna have shredded Italian beef. Again, you won't necessarily see that meat in this grocery haul. We have plenty in the freezer from our meat market. But we'll be doing a shredded Italian beef. The recipe will be in the box below. And then pork loin and veggies. See, we keep it very simple. And this time of year, being summertime, we are loving just roasting up a ton of veggies in the air fryer or on the grill, and just putting a protein with it. It is a really super simple supper. So we'll do pork loin and veggies one night. I'm doing the meatball veggie soup, and that is pretty much what it sounds like: meatballs, marinara sauce, and veggies all together. But because it's meatballs, my kids will eat it. They mostly pick the meatballs out, but there's plenty of veggies in that as well for us, trying to get our portions of veggies in for the bright line eating diet. So meatball veggie soup, and then marvelous chicken marinade. With some adjustments, the traditional recipe has some brown sugar and other things like that we are no longer eating, but we can still make the marvelous chicken marinade without it. It still tastes just as good. Again, that recipe will be in the description box. And then my 2 batch meals for the week. What I try to do is I try to batch my breakfasts and lunch. So I eat the same breakfast all week for 6 days anyway, and then Sunday we do something special. And then all 5 days of the work week, I try to eat the same lunch. So breakfast will be oatmeal bake. You guys know I am loving that recipe, even making adjustments to it. It's the same basic recipe, but I am loving it. So oatmeal bake for breakfast, and I'm doing chili beans and carrot fries for lunch. So I'll make a big pot of chili beans and a ton of carrot fries. I will make those all on Sunday, and then just have my portion throughout the week. It makes it so fast to get my lunches together during the work week. So that's our meal plan. Let's get into the groceries. Let's start, as always, with the produce. So we have 5 pounds of whole carrots for carrot fries, for especially for lunch. That chili beans and carrot fry lunch will take up a good amount of these throughout the week. Again, all prepped ahead of time, and I'll show you how I do that. But so whole bag of carrots, whole carrots that we'll process down. Frozen corn for tacos, for taco salad. That'll have to get cooked up, of course, but that'll go in the taco salad. Frozen broccoli, you guys know that is Andrew's vegetable of choice. So you'll notice that they substituted this week. They substituted the regular broccoli florets for the organic. That's fine. The only challenge is that these are 10-ounce bags and the regular frozen broccoli are 12-ounce. So makes it a little bit harder with the weighted portions of Bright Line Eating, but we'll figure it out. So frozen broccoli. I also got 2 bags of the broccoli florets for the 2 meals that we're doing, steak and veggies and pork and veggies. We love roasting broccoli, again, either in the air fryer or in the oven. And that just makes a great side of veggies with those meals. 4 bags of the Sweet Point peppers. You guys know that that's kind of standard on my list. I get four bags of those every week. I eat those in salads. Those will go in, in just everything. I eat them roasted. I'll eat them in salads. I'm not doing a salad for my lunch this week, so maybe that's a little bit too much, but they'll get eaten. Don't worry, they'll get eaten. Zucchini, that goes in the meatball soup. Also great for roasting with the steak or the pork. 4 containers of 4 pints basically of grape tomatoes. That's kind of been my standard, is 4. We'll go through them in salads and roasting these as well. What's really cool about these tomatoes, what's really cool about this whole deal with us doing Bright Line Eating, again, we've been doing it about 2 months. The kids, so especially my 6-year-old and my 3-year-old, are seeing Mama and Dada eat more vegetables, and so they're willing to try more things. And so my son has decided that he loves grape tomatoes. So I am more than happy to buy them. So he is enjoying those even as his, vegetable with dinner, or sometimes I can even trick him into having them for dessert because they are sweet. So I am loving that. And like I said, I'm willing to buy more and more tomatoes if he is willing to eat them. So I think that's it for vegetables. Then we'll go to fruit. I got a ton of bananas. There are, I think, 9 there because they get used up in the oatmeal bake. At least 3 or 4 of them will get used up in the oatmeal bake, and they need to be a little bit riper for that. So I will let a couple of those ripen up. And it is true in our house, I don't know if it's true in yours, where like you buy 3 bananas and they're gone the first day, and then the next week you buy 9 bananas and they go bad because all of a sudden people don't love bananas. But that's kind of the cycle we're on in this household, so we'll see how these 9 bananas go. But again, I will use them up as they ripen. I will use them up in the oatmeal bake. Frozen blueberries, those are also for the oatmeal bake. I get the 16-ounce bag and use all of it in the week's worth of oatmeal that I make. I have used fresh in the past, and last week I used the frozen. I showed you the frozen. So good. I think it adds so much moisture, the liquid of the frozen blueberries seeping through the oatmeal. It's been delicious this week. I've been really looking forward to my breakfast because of that. I got grapes, which we haven't done a whole lot of grapes this summer, but pricing wise, they looked good. And, it just gives us a little bit of variety. The blueberries, fresh blueberries, are so expensive. And I wasn't going to make a trip to Aldi's this week, which has them for a little bit less. So instead of getting blueberries at Walmart and Sam's, because I looked at the price in both, I ended up with the grapes from Walmart, which is just as good. Strawberries, same thing, breakfast for the kiddos. I do use some of that in the oatmeal, but the kiddos are eating up. I'll slice those up. They're eating them up like crazy. And 6 of the ambrosia apples. I told you last week, but it's true still, that the app is charging like 7 cents a pound or so, or 3 cents a pound. 3.7, I think it is, 3.7 cents a pound for these. So I bought 12 last week. We have not gone through them all, so I only bought 6 this week. Again, so this is probably 5 cents worth of apples because of the mix-up on my Walmart app, and I'm happy to take it while they'll still let me have it. So, gallon of milk, standard gallon, we drink 2%. And then, so let's go into dairy, I guess. I've got a cube of the white sharp cheddar. This is for the taco salad. I'll make a cheese dip with that, of course, using it very lightly with our bright line eating, one fat per meal. So there's a lot of cheddar cheese. For that, we'll end up using it up in other ways. Kiddos will eat the cheese. That's not a problem. But that's what that's for, the white cheddar for the taco cheese sauce. Sliced cheese. I made my Walmart order before I went to Sam's. So we've got the standard, Walmart sliced cheese, and then I did get the big package of sliced cheese from Sam. Again, that won't go to waste. We will eat the cheese. I got string cheese for snacks for the kids and for lunches. James is going on vacation with my parents next week. They're going on a bus trip, kind of a grandparent and me bus trip. So he will pack some of those with him for the road. All right, meat. Went back to when I was at Sam's. I got the beef patties, the burgers. This is our kind of standard burger around here. I mentioned last week we got the Walmart version. We got the Great Value version. They weren't as good. They were nowhere near as good. And they ended up being less ounces per burger. So it's fine. We'll eat them. But I wanted to get another one of these for the freezer for when those are gone. And they're not going to stand up anymore, so we'll just lay those down. They're starting to defrost a little bit. Okay, what else do we have here? Meatballs for the meatball soup. And this is actually a spare bag for the freezer. I've got meatballs in the crock pot right now for spaghetti and meatballs for dinner tonight. That's, of course, regular spaghetti for the kiddos and a red lentil spaghetti for those of us who aren't doing flour. We use a red lentil spaghetti. So I've got a bag of these in the crock pot right now warming up. And then I've got maybe a half a bag still in the freezer. So this one will go in the freezer for meatball soup, for things like that, because that's just a staple. I did get some kielbasa. What I didn't have on my meal plan is Thursday nights have become our picnic night. We go to a playground and eat outside because Andrew teaches that night. So I'm actually doing this week, this cheese is sliding away. This week I am doing a sheet pan dinner, basically, with kielbasa and vegetables and all that stuff. And I want to do extra to take the cooked kielbasa on our picnic dinner for Thursday night. So I got an extra one of those, even though I already have the one for this week. 2 things of ham from Sam's. This is the smoked ham, hickory smoked ham. This is kind of Andrew's go-to emergency plan meal, is 6 ounces of ham and a bag of broccoli. So made sure we had enough of that. We were completely out. So one will go in the freezer, one in the fridge. 18 eggs. I did get the 18. Yes, I did. I had to think about that. 18 eggs. We use up a lot of that on Sunday morning breakfast. A couple go in the oatmeal bake, and they're just good to have. I got the guacamole. I like these for bright line eating because they are exactly 2 ounces. So this counts as a fat. I can put this obviously with the taco salad for this week. I can put it with any leftovers of the taco salad. I use it as a salad dressing if I'm having a traditional salad. I just like to have these on hand because they're a good pre-measured fat. The string cheese works that way too. It's about 1 ounce, so it's a good pre-measured emergency meal plan fat. Okay, pantry stuff. I've got 2 bottles of marinara sauce. Of course, this is the stuff that checks out without the sugar. This goes in the meatball soup. We'll use one tonight for spaghetti and meatballs, all that good stuff. So 2 marinara. I like to keep stocked on that. That's one of those things that can't go wrong to have in your pantry. Okay, Chick-fil-A sauce. This is a kid item, obviously, because I'm sure one of its first ingredients is sugar, as it's upside down. Ingredients, soybean oil, sugar. Yeah, so it won't focus, but that's what it is. So this is standard what my kiddos eat on their burgers and their fries. We aren't doing fries for them anymore, unless they're carrot fries, so that helps. I would love to phase this out, but it's not a battle I'm willing to have right now. It's just the truth. So they still get their Chick-fil-A sauce. We do not use that anymore. Chicken broth, that goes in the meatball soup as well. Big family size chicken broth. What else do we have here? Chili beans and black beans for the cooked beans and carrots for my batch made lunch. Again, I'll have another video on how I make that, but can of each of those. Mostly that's also to restock. I have those in the pantry, but I like to make sure if I'm going to use them that I keep them stocked. Mustard, I made my mustard dressing, which is also on the recipe toolkit that you will get if you click the link below. But in doing that and making my mustard dressing last week for my salad, I ran out of all of the mustard. I used all of our standard yellow mustard. I used all of our ground mustard. So I am replacing that with the Plockman's. That's my husband's favorite brand of mustard. So that, and it checks out on the ingredients as well. Vinegar, mustard seed, salt, turmeric. Yeah, no sugar there. I am trying, okay, a couple of things here. Lemon juice, I mentioned last week, Andrew was really making kind of fake lemonade with just water and lemon juice, so we needed a whole nother bottle of lemon juice. He had gone through pretty much a whole bottle this week. And then I'm trying a couple of new things. So it feels like everyone on Brightline Eating is using nutritional yeast. They say it's delicious. They say it's, flavorful. They say it's healthy. Sure. So we're going to try it. I think this was like $5. So that feels a little bit pricey for 5 ounces, but I think we only use a half an ounce each serving. So we're going to try it. I think it would be really good on the carrot fries and beans, I'm thinking, because people say it tastes like cheese. So we're going to try that this week. I'll let you know how it goes. And then I am loving trying new spices. So this week we tried the Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse. I did the Kinder's black truffle, I think it's called. It's truffle and garlic. I've used that in another video. And I said it's like I put that on everything. I put that stuff on everything. So I wanted to try some other Kinder's blends because it's just so delicious. So I got the Buttery Steakhouse to try this week. Let's see. Oh, a couple other cans here. We got green beans. I did the canned green beans to go in the meatball soup because to me it's just easier than the frozen, and it doesn't add a whole lot of liquid when the frozen ones defrost or cook in the soup. So I did get cut green beans for the meatball soup. Okay, and then we'll go into a little bit more kid food. I got corn tortillas. I like to just keep these in stock for quesadillas. If the kids really aren't going to like something that we're having for dinner, like on a steak and veggie night, they probably aren't going to eat much of that. So we'll make them a cheese quesadilla, things like that. This was substituted. I usually buy the generic. They substituted the Mission. That's fine. These are smaller than I thought they would be. Either they substituted it because it's smaller or whatever. I mean, it's fine. We'll make them 2 quesadillas, whatever. But that seems a little odd. Oh, what else? So other kid food. Elbow pasta, penne pasta. Whoa, there it goes. Penne pasta. So I'm stocking up on that because I went to the pantry the other day. I was making something, and I don't even remember what now. And I was going to make them noodles to go. Oh, I was making lemon garlic chicken. That's what it was. I was making lemon garlic chicken, and it had a lemon garlic sauce. And we aren't going to eat the pasta, but I thought, they would eat the noodles and sauce for that. And I went to the pantry and had no short noodles. So I had long noodles, I had spaghetti, but that's just not as good. If the kiddos can eat the short noodles a little easier, and if you could try, maybe convince them it was mac and cheese, I thought I'd be better off. It didn't work. You had to use the long noodles. They still ate it, but I wanted to replenish the short noodles. Okay. Then at Sam's, I got a couple of things for back to school. So I got a case of tissues. I think James's classroom is asking for 2 or 3 boxes of tissues. I just bought the whole case. We'll either give it all to them or we'll give them 2 or 3 and obviously keep the rest. Either way, I just got a case of tissues because it's good to have. And then I did order from Walmart the couple of things that I was missing. If you haven't seen my diapers and school supplies video. I got all the diapers and all the school supplies for like $12. Got all the school supplies for free, really. Go back and look at that video. I can link it as well, but I needed one or two more things that Target didn't have in stock, and that was a 1-inch white binder and a folder, and I let James pick the style of folder he wanted, so he picked Rockin' Dinosaurs. Whatever, that's fine. Those are the only other two school supplies that I needed for him, besides like the tissues and the paper towels and the whatever, and the Clorox wipes, so that's what those are for. These are on instant savings. The 5 set of Clorox wipes, I think, was on instant savings, $2.65 off. Typically, I wouldn't buy the name brand. I would buy the generic. But since they were on instant savings, and since the school supply list asked for the Clorox specifically, I did buy the name brand on this, mostly because it was on instant savings. If I hadn't found it on sale, I would have bought the generic. So that's what those are. Just a tip for you about like these binders and folders and stuff. If you can at all, buy your school supplies online, either Walmart pickup like I did today, Target pickup like I did a couple weeks ago with the deals, or Amazon. I think school shopping online is so much easier than school shopping in the stores. All right, you don't have to go up and down the aisle. You can copy and paste exactly what your kid's school list says. So much easier. So that's why I added those to the pickup order today. Okay, a little bit more kid food and Sam's food. So we're still packing James's lunches for camp, and as I mentioned, James is going on vacation and going to need to pack some snacks. So most of this is for that. He likes the pirate booty, and it's actually a pretty decent health-wise. I mean, yes, it's cornmeal, rice flour, that kind of stuff, but it's pretty healthy. And apparently at camp, he has learned that there's this combination that kids will make with pirate booty and Cheetos. And I forget what he calls it. Something like Cheeto booty or cheese booty, or I don't know what they call it, but something like that. And he keeps asking, when can we get Cheetos? When can we get Cheetos? Because I usually buy the pirate booty on a fairly regular basis, not all the time, but regular enough that he had it in his lunches. So I bought him the pirate booty and the Cheetos. Now, did I need 40 and 50 of them to prove this, to make this for him? No, of course I did not. But we do have lunches for camp. We do have snack for vacation, and we may pack his lunch more this year than we did last year for a lot of reasons. But so I figured, we have the space. It won't go bad. We bought the 50 things of Cheetos. So I hope he likes this combination that he keeps talking about. So the pirate booty and the Cheetos. I did buy the cracker variety pack for him to take as snacks on vacation as well. And then I saw these. This was an impulse. I saw these in Sam's. This Better Nut Bar. And so with trying to get the kids off of sugar, at least as much sugar, and trying to get them to eat a little bit better by example, they're still very, very much asking for desserts. So, we'll get to the end of dinner and I'll like, can I have dessert? Can I have dessert? Can I have dessert? And a lot of what I've been reading about is like, don't say you can only have dessert if you eat your vegetables, right? Because that makes vegetables the bad guy and dessert the good thing, right? Those kinds of things. I've been trying to read and study what works with kids and what is, how to create a healthy frame of mind as opposed to, dessert is bad and evil and all of those kind of messages. So I thought maybe something like this might work for dessert. So it's mostly nuts. It's got that little bit of chocolate on the bottom, and the ingredients are pretty good, I thought, in the store. Let's see if it'll focus there. Let's see. Dry roasted almonds, dry roasted cashews, fiber blend. That includes some tapioca, so that's some sugar there. Dark chocolate coating, cocoa powder, unsweetened chocolate, sunflower lectin. So it sounded pretty good, and I thought, so when they start asking for dessert, I can say, yeah, go get one of those. So again, impulse buy and a test. Maybe we'll do a taste test video and see what you think, see what they think, and let me know if you've tried these. If you've tried these, put them in the comments and see. Tell me if your kiddos like those. So, all right, that is it. That's it for this week's grocery haul. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a comment below. Tell me what other things you'd like to see, that you'd like to see me do or try with these videos. I'm here to serve you and to help you with this crazy mom life. So comment below, subscribe, and again, the recipes, the meal kits, everything that I use to grocery shop every single week is all in that toolkit in the first link below. Completely free, by the way. It's just there for you to help you do your meal planning and do your grocery shopping in the most efficient, easy, bright way possible. So hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.
Huh?
Go ahead, try it. You like it? What's it taste like?
Chocolate.
Is it really chewy?
Mama.
Is it good?